How they hangin' dino dudes? It's me, the Meteoraptor, Ant-Man and the Wasp. The trailer dropped and it was awesome. I've already watched it, so let's talk about it. So the trailer's only a minute and a half, but it packs a lot into that. Straight off the bat, we kind of get the idea that we're going to retell the story of the idea of a superhero having to balance both his family life and his life as a superhero. And most likely, one side will be damaged. As we see in the trailer, probably his family and the people he cares for. However, the trailer really chooses not to focus on that, much more on the actual action, which looks pretty unique. Now, what I mean by that is when you look at the trailer, you see a lot of people flying around, shrinking, growing, cars shrinking and growing. You see what you don't normally see in other superhero movies. See, a lot of superhero movies recently, the action has been punch, 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 kick, punch, blast, punch, punch. This, they actually are kind of adding a unique twist on it by bringing them down to size. Not sure if that pun worked, I don't really care, let's just roll with it. Ant-Man is shown becoming both Ant-Man and Giant Man, which I cannot wait to see because that was an awesome twist in Civil War. And kind of wondering where this is going to go because after the events of Civil War and all that, you know. However, this movie is scheduled to be released after Infinity War. So I wonder, canonically, which will come first, Infinity War or Ant-Man and the Wasp? The action seems to be still there, and the humor seems to still be there, which is good, because one thing, if you don't remember my review on Ant-Man, up there, you can click here and you'll watch the review, I loved about that movie was the humor.
Thanks to you, we had to run. We're still running.
Let's go.
That movie's humor was spot on. It was laugh out loud, I laughed repetitively and frequently. And part of the reason why I loved it is because I got to go see it about a week in advance before everyone else because I won a preview screening in Toronto with the cast and everything, which was pretty friggin' awesome if you ask me. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man was kind of the unsung gem in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. You have people talking about, like, Thor the Dark World as this great movie that not enough people enjoy, or Captain America, the first Avenger, is actually really good, but not enough people talk about it. To me, I think Iron Man 2 is great, not enough people talk about that one. But above them all, in terms of actual Marvel Cinematic movies, not counting X-Men movies or anything like that, Ant-Man is often overlooked as just another superhero movie. Yes, I get it. He's not part of the Avengers, although he is canonically in the comics, because he was one of the founding members. My point is, he isn't, in the Avengers movies. He wasn't part of the first phase that was building up to the first Avengers movie. In fact, he didn't even show up in the second Avengers movie. He only showed up in Civil War. So I can understand why some people, especially people who aren't that into comics, would see it as, okay, this is the one we can pass on because, well, it's not that, it's just another one. But the sad thing is, you're missing out on a really good movie, because that movie is funny.
Scotty needs us, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop us. Back it up. Back it up slow. Yeah. Back it up. Yeah. And back it up. Okay? All you're gonna do is we just back it up, okay? That's it. Back it up. That's right. Back it up. Yep. Just back it up. No. Just back it up.
Really funny. Again, click up here if you haven't seen it already. My point is, the trailer makes the movie look awesome. One thing which I love about Edgar Wright, especially with his movie Baby Driver, is how everything was timed to the music. I'm like that. When I'm editing, or when I'm drawing, or when I'm even playing a video game, sometimes I'll wait to do something and then try and fight alongside music. One way I was so good in Mortal Kombat is I actually would put on music and fight to the music. It's something I'm kind of glad I can do, because I have a lot of fun doing it. It can be kind of hard to do and show people, because often I have my Beats headphones on and I'm jamming out to music on my own. But Baby Driver is a great example of that style of filmmaking by kind of moving it along to the music. And the trailer does it perfectly. Same with the Black Panther trailer, which were both equally amazing. They actually kind of get the music and the lyrics to line up with the action, even down to the footsteps a few times, and the punches, and I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I love that. Now, as for the new villain, his name is Ghost. I actually googled Ant-Man villains because really there is very few, to be honest. There is Taskmaster, who doubt he'll be in the movie, or maybe Ghost could be Taskmaster. Ghost could be Taskmaster. That would be an interesting twist. There's Yellow Jacket, because, well, but he's dead, so I don't think they'll bring him back. Let's just, hang on, Ant-Man, Ghost. According to this, people are calling, Destiny fans are calling out Ghost's hunter-like costume. So in other words, people who care about a terrible game don't really understand that their game isn't that good, or trying to compare their game to what will probably be an amazing movie. Hang on. And yes, I feel totally fine saying that. You want to know why? They didn't even release the entire game at first, and it took them several DLC campaigns just to get that game finished. And then the sequel was no better. Those loot boxes were horrible. I'm glad I didn't pay for either. According to this, though, The Ghost first appeared in Iron Man 219, June 1987. Abilities: skilled marksman, inventor, tactician, hacker, superb intellect. He can turn invisible, intangibility, and he has stealth. That's all I'm going to read. I'm not going to read his backstory. I'm not going to read anything. And the trailer does show that with his hand doing sort of a weird fading effect. It looks good. I think he'll be an interesting villain, especially, well, just, I liked Yellow Jacket, and I think the Ant-Man I think this movie will have another interesting villain. So you guys, go check out the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. It looks awesome. I cannot wait for this movie, and you can totally expect a review when it comes out. Until next time, you guys, this is the Meteor Raptor, as always, saying keep cool, and I will see all you dino dudes around. Later.